Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Family Chronicles. Today we are going to attend a science exhibition.
Pour a little bit water to it and start peeling layer by layer. After you hit a certain layer, it will snow-like texture that is due to this powder which has absorbed the water that we put. Take half spoon of this, pour it into this glass. You can still see the powder is there, is still inside. And take a little quantity of water into this and put it inside. You can see the water and the powder is completely mixed. As I start shaking it, it becomes, it absorbs the water completely. See, you can see the water completely absorbed. And if I tilt it, the water is not falling because it has completely absorbed it. The powder falls down as it is completely harmless for your hand. Also, it doesn't have any reaction cost. So,
Which material is this? What is this?
actually, I can't reveal the name of it as it is magic.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
My name is Shivansh. I did a project of elephant toothpaste in which I took potassium, hydrogen peroxide, soap and water. So basically, I put soap and water in this hydrogen, and I took potassium in this. So when I put potassium in this, the hydrogen peroxide will get broken down into oxygen and hydrogen. The main work of the soap is to turn the oxygen into foam. So since potassium is a positive catalyst, it will increase the speed. So when I put, the foam will come at a higher speed, and it's an exothermic reaction, which means the heat will be given out. Correct, ma'am. The heat will be given out. This is used in laboratories to test the catalyst, to test if potassium is a positive catalyst or a negative catalyst.
Okay.
So catalysts are substances that will either increase the
speed.
or decrease it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
My name is Guru.
He is showing the density of liquids. In the bottom side they have put honey, then water, and after that some oil. And they are forming 3 layers.
Less liquids will come up. And I'll be doing a chemical experiment on the evolution of gas. I've added a bit of sodium bicarbonate in this conical flask.
Sodium bicarbonate.
And a bit of diluted acetic acid also.
Acetic acid.
Yeah, diluted one. I covered it with a balloon, and then the balloon started to fill up with a gas, which is carbon dioxide. And then you can touch the bottom of it. It's very cold. That's because it's an endothermic reaction.
Endothermic reaction.
Thank you.
And they have put aluminium foil into this and it turns
Aluminium foil. So when you add aluminium foil, it slowly turns into copper, and it is because in the reactivity series, aluminium is above copper. So aluminium can displace copper because higher elements can displace lower elements, but lower elements cannot displace higher elements. Reactivity series is a series where the highest, it's like arranged from highest to lowest, and potassium is the highest, so it's in the first, and the platinum is the least.
What is the solution?
Hydrochloric acid plus copper sulfate, HCl plus CuSO4.
Next, electrolysis of water to separate hydrogen and oxygen.
Today I'm going to explain electrolysis of water. You may be wondering what is electrolysis of water. It's a very popular process used in food production or industrial purposes.
Electrolysis is a process where electric current is passed through the graphite pencils and to form hydrogen and oxygen. The electric current from the 9-volt battery goes to the graphite pencils, and here through the water it forms oxygen. Bubbles oxygen.
The oxygen is in the form of bubbles, and hydrogen comes here, but you can't see hydrogen because it's the lightest element.
And you can see the copper sulfate.
And this pink substance is copper sulfate, copper residue. We use cupric sulfate for the blue solution. It is used as a catalyst. Catalyst means it speeds up reaction. Imagine we don't use cupric sulfate. It takes 5 to 6 hours for this process. And why we use graphite? Because it's a good conductor of electricity. Imagine you use plastic. The electric current won't pass. That's why you use graphite. And graphite is more available. William Nicholson.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
I'm going to be explaining about carbon and its family. So carbon is the Carbon is the sixth element of the periodic table, and its atomic number is 6. This is the ethane. This is ethane. It's a combined state of carbon. As you can see, there are 2 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms.
And
which
the
proves that it's a
hydrogen
combined state.
C2H6. C2H6, huh?
Yes, C2H6. Because 250 graphite alloys. As you can see, it's a tetrahedral structure.
Graphite.
Graphite, yeah. It's a tetrahedral structure, and it's present in lead pencils. This is the diamond structure. Crystal human beings. For example, cattle farming. Cattle farming produces milk and curd, etc., which is converted into dairy products. Poultry farming produces egg and meat. Fish production produces fish for human consumption. It is also called the aquaculture. It also plays an important role in the protein global demands. Beekeeping is also produces.
This is aeroponics, in which plants do not need any soil or anything to grow. It takes the nutrients from the air.
Aeroponics. Aeroponics means growing in air.
Next one is hydroponics. In this one, plants will grow only with the help of water. Now these are the organs of our body made using styrofoam. It's really wonderful. These are groups of cells which forms tissues. Next one is nervous system. Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata. Cerebellum, cerebrum, medulla. Nose, ear, tongue. Now differentiate acids and bases using indicators and pH scale. They are using litmus paper, natural indicators, soap, milk, lactic acid, curd, etc.
Which indicates how acidic or basic a substance is. It changes its color pH when it's floating. So the formula of it is NaOH. It is a strong base.
So a good way of using DNA is fingerprints. Fingerprints can be used for identification, environment.
This is how the DNA will look like when we view it through the microscope. This one. This is the process showing dialysis.
We do this hemodialysis procedure. So the impure blood or the deoxygenated blood in your body goes to the dialysis solution, where it converts the impure blood to the pure blood, and then it goes to anticoagulant, where it filters the blood if there's any impurities after converting it to, and then it goes to your human body. So these days we have several problems like kidney stones, and those cannot be removed after those also. So we use hemodialysis process to remove the kidney stones too. So the toxins in your body will be removed before it damages them directly or permanently, and the chances of getting infection after hemodialysis is very less.
So first you will take the blood from our body here, and it will go through the...
Yeah.
This is...
All this are like the time period and all of that.
Okay.
And then it goes to your dialysing solution.
Dialysis solution.
And then it goes to anticoagulant, where it filters the blood. And then it goes to your body.
Oh. Reduce, reuse and recycle is the topic. They cut the newspapers into small pieces and soak it in water for 3 hours, and then mix it with the soil, and we can make this type of toys which is 100% natural and 100% degradable.
Cut the paper into small pieces and mix it with the water thoroughly for 2 to 3 hours. When you mix it thoroughly, the paper gets soggy enough so that it will be mixed with the soil and can be make this type of clay. When you make this type of clay, for the clay dough kits. So make this type of ready-made or anything from this. It needs 3 to 4 days into sunlight before getting into hard.
Okay.
So it's 100% natural, 100% degradable, and it's more harder.
100% natural, 100% degradable, and if you even paint it, then also very less quantity of chemicals.
It is a plant-based product, and hence the consumption of petroleum in order to make plastic will be reduced by 15 to 20% within the year 2025. Coming up to the advantages, Bioplastic may first advantage is that the normal plastic bag which we use in our daily life need hundreds of years to decompose itself, whereas this bioplastic needs only 4 months to decompose itself. So listing up, coming to the method how to prepare it, this can be prepared at your home also using 4 products: vinegar, cornstarch, glycerin and distilled water. After mixing that that elements, it will be leaving it for 2 hours. We'll have a jelly like substance like this. You can mold this according to your wish. You can shape it and then leave that for 3 to 4 days and your bioplastic is ready. This should still be dried. And ये वाला देखो, coming to the point, if you pour ज़्यादा amount of if you pour too much amount of this bioplastic, it will become hard as bottle. If you have just normal 1 layer, it will become like a plastic.
But how will we make
10 ml vinegar, we have 1.5 gram of cornstarch, 1 ml distilled water and just 1-2 drops of glycerin. And then that's it. If you mix that mixture and leave it for 2 hours, it will turn like this. After turning like this, you can give shaping according to your wish. After shaping, leave it for 3 days in sun, let it dry. That's it, ma'am. Your bioplastic is
Important component is the LDR sensor. The LDR sensor senses the intensity of the surrounding light. Therefore, now it is enough to say that it is daytime because the signals are not switching on. But as soon as it covered it, it will automatically switch on. So, in this way, we can help conserve electricity for the future generations.
now different types of satellites and the satellite communication?
Today we are going to talk about satellite communication. A satellite services in which there are
Now this is class 3. This section is totally explaining about the germination, farming, growing of crops, harvesting, everything. Village field crops, rice, peas, ragi, wheat, etc. Summer products, watermelon, muskmelon and fodder crops. Winter crops, barley, mustard, wheat. Spring products, carrot, peas, etc. Monsoon products, rice, maize, millet, etc. Now how to do rotation of vegetable crops in a same field. Legumes and pot crops, okra, French beans, peas, bulb onions, alliums. Now explaining how to make organic fertilizers, the process fully explained. Compost using kitchen waste and manures, the natural form of fertilizers and very cost effective. Very good display of agriculture. How manuring is done in the fields. One more model of manuring. Machine harvesting and storing of the grains. The hay is given to the cattle. Cattle fodder, machine harvesting, etc. is explained here. Again explained the harvesting on chart.
Harvesting is the operation of gathering the useful part and parts of a plant and is carried out in all nutrients and the animal part is the appropriate degree of maturity.
This project is super awesome. Everything regarding farming is explained in this project. Preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, manuring, watering, irrigation, weeding, harvesting and storage. Everything is explained very well. This model is for drip irrigation. They are explaining the drip irrigation in a very nice way. Irrigation chart. Different types of soil, globe, planets, etc. is made here. This is a weeding model in which extra weeds which is competing for the crops is removed. How to remove the same are explaining here. All All these models gave us a good knowledge about farming. If you go through this, you can do farming yourself also. They have explained in a very good manner. Sunflower farming is explained here. The complete process of cotton farming, how is cotton produced and how is it packed, everything is explained in a very detailed manner. After all these processes, now the cotton is ready for packing. This explains how to protect the plants from harsh weather, how to protect the plants from bad weather, pesticides, bad quality soil, synthetic pesticides, etc. This section is explaining about the storage of food in refrigeration, freezing, drying, in oil, etc. This section is explaining the storage of grains in granaries, silos, jute bags, etc. One more model explaining all the step-by-step process of farming.
Preparation of soil, adding manure and fertilizer to adding sowing, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, and the last product. Thank you, ma'am.
Also explaining different techniques of the agricultural practices.
That farmers undertake during cultivation of crops is referred as
This is a model of rainwater harvesting. This is water filtration process model using coir, pebbles, sand, etc. One more model on water filtration using big stones, small stones, sand and cotton. This is the model of a dam. Now this is the model of a food chain. Next, the model on sources of water. Sources of water like lake, river, well, pond, etc. and rainwater also. Next is the steps involved in the germination of seeds. This is a skeletal system made of paper. Wow! And this one using cardboard. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.